Are AI or robocalls from collectors blowing up your phone? Here's how to make them stop legally and to turn the tables to put the pressure on the debt collectors. I'm attorney Judah Zakalik, founding partner at PandA Law Firm. At PandA Law, we use federal and state-specific Nevada laws to turn the tables on the debt collectors and use their harassing calls against them. Here's my normal disclaimer. Laws change and vary state by state and over time. Right now, I'm giving you information on federal laws under the FDCPA, TCPA, and perhaps Nevada-specific laws as of September 2025. If you live in a different state, please contact your local legal advisor to get the best information possible. So first off, we gotta know your rights. Let's talk about the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This is a statute that helps with validating debt, stopping harassment, and limits contact from debt collectors. Not original creditors, but if they sold it or they've asked a debt collector to collect on their behalf, stops harassment from debt collectors. Also, we're going to talk about the TCPA, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. This limits auto-dialed or recorded calls. It also gives you the right to revoke consent. Also, outside of the FDCPA and TCPA, you always want to ask for written validation and mailing addresses whenever a debt collector contacts you. Let's make sure they put everything in writing. Don't argue over the phone where it's a he said, she said kind of thing. You're never going to win that. You want to either ask to record the conversation, tell them that you are going to record it, or you want to take written notes, or you want to send confirmation emails, or you want to have them send you information in writing, email, paper, whatever it may be. Now, when a debt collector breaks the rules of the FDCPA or the TCPA, we want to collect evidence. We want to save the voicemails, make screenshots, take down call logs, because if we record these things as it happens, now this is admissible evidence, right? If later on we say, oh yeah, I remember, last week this person called me, and then you write it down, not necessarily admissible. So we want to write things down as they happen. So what's the name of the caller? Who are they representing? What's the caller ID? Who are they collecting on behalf of? What loan number is that? Things like that. Get as many specifics as you can. Write down the date, write down the time, write down the telephone number. Once we get that information, that's fodder for us to go and sue these debt collectors under the FDCPA, under the TCPA, which will make those collection efforts stop. It'll sometimes get rid of the debt. It'll sometimes put money in your pocket. But best of all, there's no out-of-pocket cost to you. So if you're getting all these collector calls, well, how do we stop them, right? How do we stop the calls? Number one, say clearly, I revoke consent to call this number. Send all communications in writing. Next, send a written cease and desist letter and keep a copy of that letter. Also keep a copy of how you mailed it, right? Perhaps return receipt requested. So we have evidence of when you sent that letter and that the debt collector received it. And then maybe you record the phone call. In Nevada, we need an all-party consent for recording phone calls to say, look, I'm recording this phone call. If you do not consent, please hang up now, and then record that call. Ask the questions about who they are, who they're collecting on behalf of, badge numbers, telephone numbers, things like that. If the debt collector calls you and says they're recording, just say, great, I consent to that, I'm recording too. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. If you have specific questions that you don't necessarily feel comfortable talking publicly about, please email us at questions@pandalawfirm.com. And if you do decide to give us a call, I promise you, you will not be talking to an AI. I am not an AI. I have all my fingers. Please just feel free to give us a call. We'll talk to a real person confidentially, and we'll just give you straightforward advice.